about my day, could be bad about my day, but it feels good to be able to get that out and write it down and put it into a song format and stuff. So I get the inspiration from life.
And we're back. We're back here on Showcase Radio on Black Fredericksburg Radio. What's up, Dev?
What's up, James?
How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good on this beautiful day.
You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest in the building today. That boy Sean D. Brown. What's up, bro?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, we got our bro in the building. Sean really the bro.
Bro, he the bro for
real.
real.
My brothers, man. I appreciate y'all for sure.
Already. Bro, you've been making music for a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
You a rapper?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For sure. So, man, tell the people like how you got into it. You know, for those who don't know, like why you start doing music.
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say I've always been like into music and everything. Like, since my grandmother, she gave me an MP3 player when I was like in elementary school and stuff. So I would always like record on the voice memos and stuff like on there. So that really kind of gave me a love for the craft of just hearing my voice back and saying words and putting words together and everything. But as far as actually putting out like rap music, I started in 2019. Just put a few songs out like as a mixtape on SoundCloud and everything. It's called With Love. It's still out there right now. But I got pretty good feedback from it. So from there, I just fell in love with it and continue pushing since 2019.
That's valid.
Right. So my question, what is your process of making music? How do you get going? Like, you got to drink some coffee. You got to like, where's the inspiration? Like, where's it coming from when you're right?
Now, another great question. Hopefully my supervisor or my boss or anything doesn't see this, but I usually get a lot of inspiration at work, bro. And that's honestly how it started. Even when I put that first project out on in 2019, like really just a little bored at work, and obviously I go through day-to-day life and like a lot of things that, could be good about my day, could be bad about my day, but it feels good to be able to get that out and write it down and put it into a song format and stuff. So I get the inspiration from life, like how things are going. One of my first songs was Breakup Scars. So, going through a breakup.
Fire song.
So that's appreciate you, bro. So that was obviously the inspiration because there was a breakup there. But I usually write at work. I usually have some downtime, sneak a little bar off here and there. So.
Sure.
So is there any like weird like places like you got inspiration? Like for me, my weird spot, I wrote a song in the dark. And on in the bathroom, when the water's running,
Wait a minute.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like,
song's that?
No, I had to find some type of I had to find some different. Like, I had what is it called? A brain fart or whatever.
Okay,
What is it called?
Writer's block.
So I was like, man, I need to find some way to break whatever. So I said, you know what? Let me just go in the bathroom, turn the lights on, turn the water on, and see what happens. But that gets to my question though. For you, what helps you get out of writer's block?
How to get out of writer's block.
For you, what helps you?
I would say just to keep trying. Sometimes I do take time to take a step back and like, hey, I'm not gonna write anything for a week,
right?
Which I feel like it's just not a good habit.
Yeah.
If you take your craft serious, like similar to like going to the gym or something like that. Like you could definitely be like, I'm so tired, or like my muscles are tired. You definitely need time to get your muscles rest and everything. But you do want to continue to stay sharp. Even if you go into the gym, you don't have your best work day. Like, man, I've worked out harder than this before, but I at least did something. So similar with the writer's block. Sometimes I do take some time to like, all right, let me just rest my mind, not focus so hard on writing. But I do like, all right, at some point, if I want to continue to do this, I need to jot something down, even if it's 4 bars and they're whack. No one ever has to hear it, but I would say just keep trying. And then you might be writing for a week straight, all whack bars, and then a day after that, now it's like, dang, everything's coming out, flowing out, and that's the song you could put out. So,
real talk.
So I just keep trying to stay consistent with it, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, bro, you good, because it been taking me about I don't know how long for me to write a song.
Nah, I feel that though.
When I'm in the writer's block, I'm in the writing jail. I'm not getting out no time soon. But we pushing our way out for sure.
Yeah, man. How have you progressed as a writer? So you've been writing for a long time. Have you seen like your pen get better?
Yeah, I think so. Personally, though.
Okay.
I don't hope to big myself up too much, but personally, I feel like my pen has gotten better. What's helped me a lot, I feel like the dictionary.
Okay.
I'm not sure if people would say it's cheating or what, but just kind of.
You be studying that joint?
Words. Or like, I really be on Google for real. I do the Google and then I do the Merriam-Webster's on Google. So I don't have like a physical one.
Okay.
But I just be like on Google and like different topics or synonyms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just looking up different words and stuff. That's helped out a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, this rhymes with this. And then and just knowing the story you want to tell. Like, all right, like, I love to listen to stories. And stuff. So I'm like, this is something that I could follow along when I'm rapping it. So that's just what I look to. And I'm like, hey, I can follow this along. This makes sense now. And like the words nice. I'm like, okay. So your dictionary and you know, just trying to structure it right.
Yeah, no, I think even you mentioned stories. I would say you're like a storytelling artist for sure. You know what I mean? Like the way you do.
You were hyping about that.
Yeah, right. You get excited.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Is that like the goal, or are you always trying to basically like give your real life in the music?
Yes, for the most part, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I feel like it's hard for me personally just to like make something up off the wall and stuff. Like it is to somewhat be about like my life and everything. But it has to rhyme, and it also has to be within a certain frame, a verse or whatever. So it can't be all right. Everything is, this is exactly how I said it. This is exactly how it is in real life. But for the most part, you get the gist of it. Like, okay, he's stressed out about work, or he does it wrong. But I just spin it a certain way. But yeah, usually it's about my real life.
Yeah. So when you was coming up being an artist, rapper, was there someone that you looked up to, or like who do you just want to model your game after? I feel like I know the answer already, but I had to throw the answer in there.
I think already cheesing like.
So, boy, I would say it's probably two different answers. Like who I looked up to, 100%. You probably could guess. Yeah, J. Cole, no doubt. Like as a kid, from middle school, everything. Like I always just enjoyed his storytelling, the way he's put the bars out there, the passion that he put into his music. He had songs that helped me, you know what I mean, just in my life. Like, you know, growing up, I grew up without a dad and stuff, and like putting those certain songs and that emotion on there. A lot of people weren't doing that. It was, you know, like your lollipop. It's like, I'm like, this guy's actually talking about some stuff that, you know what I mean, that that's relatable to me and everything. But as far as my style, I feel like, I don't know, like since I look up to him so much, like with the bars and everything, I just feel like personally, I can't really compete with what he's doing, or I don't even have the same life or the same story as him. My life is completely different. My story is different. The way I rap is different. Yeah. So I feel like I have my own style. I say. In the beginning, I was like trying to do like Lil Wayne, like as far as like punchlines and stuff like that. Yeah. Which hopefully I can showcase today, like and the freestyle and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I love punchline rapping and everything, but like I said, it's just really inspiration. So I was like, what's going on in my life? And let me hear the beat. And I was like, all right, let me just write it like that.
What was the J. Cole project that put you on, or the song?
Jeez, that's another great question. Another great question. We'll take it all the way back, middle school. Definitely those like the warm up Friday Night Light days. Classics. If you was around back then, you know, you're not too young, like you around here, like you know, them joints was ringing off. Like, so I would say Friday Night Lights. Though I went back and listened to the warm up and stuff once I got hit, but it was around that Friday Night Lights time that I'm pretty sure everybody was getting hit to J. Cole around that time. But it was like songs like Lost Ones. I think that was on his first album though, but he already had the song and stuff before then. So that was like, oh, that joint deep is talking about pregnancy, and then two different perspectives on it. This song called Breakdown. You know Breakdown?
Yeah, that's a great song.
Joints on the sideline story too.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, those two are like, dang, like deep just. And that's another song called Hold It Down. That was from back then. I think that was on the warm up. Most people don't know that joint, but I like that joint for sure. And obviously, when Love Yours came out later,
of course,
that was another big one.
So,
emotional.
So how did you feel about his? I guess this is his last project. I'm guessing, quote unquote.
Yeah,
so how did you feel about that going on?
I love the project. Sure. I think it was a cool thing. Like he was going around with the fans and how
you saw them. I thought, hold on. I'm about to say, you like you met him. So like, how did you feel? You shed a tear. That's like you know,
almost.
You know, like, we saw the picture. You was like,
she there. So I actually made the TikTok like private recently. I'm like, man, let me private this joint, even to myself. But when that joint happened, I was just excited. Like, man, I don't know. It just felt like interesting. Like it was like an interesting feeling and stuff. Like somebody that you like rock with. Like out of anybody who I could have ever like shake hands with or whatever. That's like a quote unquote celebrity. It's obviously my family and God. Like that's very important in my life. But like I saw that like celebrities and all that. Like I feel like that's like the top person I could have ever like to get a chance to dap up and you know. I just wish I wasn't like as like fanned out and everything. He was super down to earth.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's like your artist.
I was just like, I get a picture. He was like,
I mean, I know you. They always say like don't meet your idols or whatever, but do you feel like I know you didn't have like a conversation with him, but did it make what you were feeling or expecting for J. Cole?
Yeah,
Okay.
most definitely. Well, it was at Howard, so it was like just pretty wild out there in general. But like you could just tell like his vibe and everything. Like if it was more calm, or like if I would have bumped into him like on the street or whatever, he would have had a conversation. You could just tell he was that type of dude.
Gotcha.
That was kind of even the point of probably him going around and
Yeah.
like let me actually meet these fans. Like so I'm a real fan. I've seen people saying he was performative and like he's acting like he's poor and driving that car. And
That's
really him.
That's really
right.
him.
You think like this person with so much fame doesn't care about the fans and stuff. But I'm a fan individually and he seen me and was like, yeah, I take a picture of you. Like, what's up? Dap me up. Was super cool. But it was just people was like, like all around us. So he was like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, 'cause most definitely. I think as an artist, like that's something great. Like if I'm famous,
Right.
and I'm willing to take the time to drive.
That's it.
I think they said his car broke down or something like that. To drive around the whatever and showcase his stuff and sign stuff for people.
Down to earth.
Bro, he's in the community. That's helped grows him and the community. So like,
Excellent marketing.
like yeah, right. So, especially like. You probably thought you never gonna see J. Cole day in your life.
Never.
This one time you got close, I know you probably mushed somebody out the
push one of them kids down.
just like I need this picture. This is Thomas now, and J. Cole's right there. Yeah, so yeah, man.
Thanks. Yeah, I didn't even think. Even when I was in DC, like what are the odds I'm gonna like see him? I was hoping I really would just bump into him outside and stuff, but. Yeah, and it was like, he's going to be at Howard. So I'm like, all right, let me go.
Yeah.
Somehow I got a picture with him. And
Yeah, but you did mention like marketing. You know what I mean? So like from your perspective, how valuable is marketing from this at this stage, trying to up and come as an artist? You know what I mean? What do you see the value in that as?
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything like, that's like, I feel like back in the day, you may have to get like a record deal and stuff like that and get pushed out there. And that's something a record company would be thinking about. Like, how can a lot of people get to know this artist? You know, a big word is like exposure. If you use exposure, So yeah, if you're a small artist, even if you're like extremely talented, like there's like those stories. And I don't know if I even all the way believe them sometimes. Because it usually comes after someone signed to a label. But there's those stories where like, I would just upload my songs and like people just saw them and they said I had so much talent and the next thing you know I went viral, which does happen from in here and there and everything. But I feel like you do kind of got to push yourself out there, or you may have to know somebody to get like a certain repost or something, or get to a certain space to just get exposure. Because people can have great music, but if people don't know you or people don't even know that you even have a song out and stuff, then people are not just being mean, not listening to it. They just don't know. So you have to kind of make people aware. And just do that in the best way, in the most authentic way.
That's valid.
Yourself. Like J. Cole, that was authentic. He used to do that, I guess, back in the day, sell his CDs. So that was like, just because I'm famous don't mean this worked for me back then. Right. Marketing and stuff. So yeah, you got to put yourself out there. Unless you just don't care like about public opinion, you can just make music for yourself.
So before we get into the singles you've been dropping, like you've been going on a roll on content. So like so what's going on? So is this like are these songs that's in the chamber? You just want to release them, or are these like you're working on something? We about to get like an album, a Sean D. Brown soon, EP. Like what's going on?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great question. As of right now, like I feel like I'm trying to put the songs out that that I'm doing. I feel like a lot of times I will hold music or like be like shy about putting it out there. I feel like personally I got anxiety and I could be a little shy. Okay. So I'm trying to get the singles out, like the songs, but I don't have like a collective of songs that I'm like, all right, this one I'm gonna put out. This one, I have a few joints that I'm kind of keeping, but for the most part, I'm really just trying to check the temperature, just put out songs and just see if like. Do people like them? Do people don't like them? Do people think like, yo, like we need a project now, or I'll kind of let the people kind of decide, or like, yo, we need a full body of work. I would listen to a full body of work because I feel like I've heard this before, and like I didn't used to listen because I love just making albums and projects, like how we all came up like on the mixtape and stuff. But I feel like that those days is not as much prevalent now. People's attention spans aren't really there, so people will say if they're not really rocking with an individual song or a single or whatever, then they probably not going to listen to your whole album. So you can't get people to be playing one song. Then it's like, it's going to be tough for them to play a whole album. So right now I'm just like, let me see if this song is good. If they don't play that one, all right, let me see if this song is good. And people may go back and listen to them and stuff, but right now I'm dropping the singles until there's like, all right, yo, we will listen to a whole project from you to drop it. And I'm like, all right, I got you.
Nah, fire. Nah, 100%, bro. Even the song you did, Optical, but the content you posted was on the steps of where your mom raised you. That was, bro. I thought that was fire.
That was fire.
Yeah, that was probably the best piece of content I've seen from you because it was so full story. You know what I mean? So speak a little bit about the background to your song Optical.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that first verse, like I said, I shot it when I was rapping it on the steps of my apartments I grew up in and everything. My mom, we lived there as a single. My mom lived there as a single mom.
Such a J. Cole thing.
Nah, facts.
Such a J. Cole thing.
I was thinking about that too. I'm like, dang, like J. Cole can't be the only guy that can rap about where he came up from, you know? But yeah, that was like his whole aesthetic. So I'm like, dang. But I'm like, I gotta get my story off and everything. That's just something that's important and dear to my heart. But yeah, I grew up in those apartments for like 11 years. Just there with my mom. Never lived in like a big house or anything like that. Though I was still appreciative of growing up there. And so that was kind of like, let me just go back there and like pay homage to that, like, because that is everything to me. Like that's where I grew up at.
Yeah.
Like I said, 11 years, like,
bro,
so many memories from like 9 years old to like 20 something, you know what I mean? 21 or, whatever, I got to do the math, 20 years old. So it's like, so much stuff. Like I graduated high school, middle school, did a couple years in college there. Like, so it's everything. Like, then just having that bond with my mom. And growing up in that apartment alone and my mom there, it's like, it just brings back so many memories and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it was like an emotional moment to some degree. But even the creation of the song, Optical, from the storytelling aspect, that's who you are as an artist, right? You're going to tell the story, but the way you chose the beat this time, right, having a little more bounce to it, a little more flow to it, that was different than what we normally hear from Sean D. Brown.
Facts.
Yeah, so like, what led to that decision?
Your waiter. I'm gonna keep it a buck for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. After I did Dreams, sent Waiter Dreams.
Shout out A Waiter.
Yes, sir.
Shout out A Waiter for sure. He rocked with it, and he was like, look at these beats. Yeah, man, I feel like you do good on these. But Dreams like a few months ago, and I was trying to get another song. I'm just like looking at beats. I'm like, let me listen to the beats that Waiter just popped in my mind. Let me listen to the beats that Waiter sent me. Right. And that one came on, and I just started flowing. I'm like, it's been cold. That one. I'm like, it's like smooth. So I did the hook first, and then the verses. I'm like, I even told y'all when I played, like, it doesn't really match with the chords as much, but I'm like, I just need to get this all. I just wrote it all out.
Yeah. I thought it worked. You know what I'm saying? You said, because you said it's about perspective. Yeah. So you just gave your perspective on how you grew up in the verses. You know what I mean? Exactly, so that's dope, bro. And then you even mentioned Dreams. That was I think that was probably the first song that started this rollout of like the new singles, the new joints.
Sean D,
the new Sean D. You know what I mean? How did Dreams come about for sure?
Similar, hearing that beat. I was on YouTube though.
Okay.
I usually try to look up beats that like don't have like a lot of views and stuff like that. Yeah. So like I don't get like copyrighted or like somebody else is already using the beat. So I seen that one. I'm like, this joint is smooth. And I'm like, let me just like rap about what I'm going through. Because I was going through a lot of the writer's block as well. And I'm just like, let me just like speak about my life. Like, let me not try to overcomplicate it. It came out with some bars in it, like certain bars, I'm like, I could fit this bar in there and everything. But for the most part, I'm like, let me just rap about what I'm going through. Like, man, the world is turning, the clock is ticking, the day is going. I'm sitting there at work like, every single day I'm pulling up and I have no music coming. I have nothing. Like, I think that was my first song I put out all of like 2025.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I put it out at the end too. So it's like I'm just like, man, all these days I'm like in a way wasting my time. If I this is what I want to do, then I should put forth effort towards it and everything. So I'm just like, so that was just in my head, like, man, the days gonna by. Like I'm working hard every single day. I'm just trying to survive. Bruh. I got these dreams that I want to live, but I can't compromise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta work this job and everything. Like, I want to get these bars up.
Right.
And that was that. That was the song.
Yeah.
I really just rapped the lyrics.
Yeah. But then like I guess the second to them was Division, right?
Yes.
So go ahead, talk about that.
Another similar. All these songs were for sure. Wrote at work. I think Division may be the second verse or like. That was when I was telling her, like, I had to rush that one out because I already had the studio book. That was the time I was just trying to book sessions. Felt like I was on a roll and stuff like that. And I just wrote that song out, like, pretty quickly. At least the first verse. I think the chorus didn't really come in until, like, right before the session, like, probably the day of the session or anything. I even had to go back and, like, re-record the first verse. So I felt like, I didn't deliver it the way I should have and everything. But, yeah, that one, like, I wouldn't really call it rush, like, because I felt like it came out well and, like, it came out really good and stuff. But, yeah, I feel like I had the session coming up and like, let me get something down. I just remember being up like all night, like before it says it, just I procrastinated. So just like what can I think of? I was really in that dictionary then. Like you can tell when you hear the song, like some big words.
Right, I was like this.
All right. Intention to spend the convention. I was just in that dictionary just going crazy, and I'm like, this joint kind of came out all right.
Yeah, most definitely it did. Most definitely. I'm trying to figure out which content. Which is the one you was wearing the P coat?
That's Dreams.
Yeah, the Senator Sean.
Senator Sean.
Sean, yeah. You was there when we shot that.
I was there. I was there.
He was like, Senator.
I was like, vote for Sean.
What about this one? I'm stepping out of the Senator Sean.
Yeah, that joint's smooth, bro.
This gives me power.
It goes.
Yeah, it gives me this cold outside.
Like, right. Everybody hates Chris.
Right.
Summertime with the leather jacket.
That's what it gives me, bro. So, what's next, Sean? What's next?
Hopefully, definitely this freestyle been on my mind for sure. I've been wanting to get this out.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate y'all for giving me this platform and everything. But yeah, definitely trying to do more like upbeat like music, especially like with the weather turning and everything. We'll see how that comes along. Cause like I said, I usually try to get the inspiration, not really like force anything. I want upbeat songs. So let me just jump into that. I feel like hopefully I don't have to wait for like the inspiration of how like I don't want to keep doing like dreams or like slower type songs right now. I think for a project that'd be good, but right now I feel like I need more like upbeat. Or like
you might gotta get a lady in your life to help you inspiration.
Yeah. Hey, you're right about that, bro. You're right about that for sure, bro.
Son D Brown, ladies man.
Oh nah, I ain't no lady. I'm trying to be like y'all.
Calm down.
Relax. But I did want to ask you though. You mentioned something earlier about being here in Fredericksburg, making music. Yeah. Could you see yourself ever moving somewhere else, or do you feel like this is where you want to do your music from and grow from in terms of an artist? And if so, like why here in Fredericksburg?
Yeah, another great question. I feel like this is home, personally. Like I love it here. Like it's not. I've been a few other places and stuff. I love DC. I already know.
DC show.
Yeah, DC show. There's other cities that like I love. Like my family's born in New York and stuff. And I haven't really traveled in a lot of states and everything. But from what I've seen so far, like to me, firstly, if you would think it's corny, probably from Fredericksburg, but Fredericksburg is it. Like I feel like for me personally, it has a balance of like chill suburbs. You can still get to the city. You can get down to Richmond, and like if you want, like some kind of excitement like that and everything. But yeah, I feel like right now this is home. It's not like a music hub or anything. And if people are doing music from the burg, they usually probably have moved out somewhere, and people probably don't even know they're from Fredericksburg. So
people don't like to claim where they from.
And I feel like what y'all doing with the showcase. James Deb. David, like what's going on in the area. I feel like there's a lot of talent here and there's a lot of artists. I think the platform is growing, it is getting bigger. I think it's going to be a point where people are going to be paying attention more to like Fredericksburg artists and stuff like that, because I think there's a lot of talent here. But if there's an opportunity to move, like a label called me or something, move to LA, and I would definitely consider and be like, oh yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And come back. But I always see myself, especially if I have enough money, to at least have a home here. Forever.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, dope, brother. Anything else you want to share with the people?
If you haven't checked out Optical yet,
Fire.
Definitely, I appreciate you, bro. Definitely check that out. It's out on Apple Music, Spotify, all the platforms and everything. Just wanted to shout out Showcase Fredericksburg, shout out Black Fredericksburg Radio.
Yeah.
James Dev, appreciate y'all, no doubt.
Already, man. Well, appreciate you, dog. This is James.
And this is Dev.
And we out.
Yes, sir.
Take heat.
They sleeping on me, well I guess this is their wake up call. I can't sleep, I'm living out my dreams and what I prayed for. A rude awakening, I'm shaking them, set their alarm off. Killing rappers on these beats, a massacre, no chainsaw. Thought they could compete with me, but found out we in different leagues. Any rapper that come for me gets spent around like a DVD. Anybody get a shot from these bars, I don't check ID. Might not even waste my time, they burnt out like a mix CD. Back when I was on my mom's desktop adding songs to my MP3, all I wanted was a girlfriend to go to school with and hold hands with me. Nowadays women calling my phone saying they wanna hang with D. I disappeared after the first date, she called me John Cena, she can't see me. My apologies, probably was my psychology. The stars ain't aligned, I guess it was just astronomy. Rapping circles round these rappers, feeling like geometry. Coming for their heads like we studying cosmetology, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's tough, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's Sean D. Brown on Showcase Radio. Y'all know what time it is. We out.
Man, I promise you, got my bag up, now I could fly somewhere that's tropical. Think they talking tough, but it sound funny, man, it's comical. Everything ain't always how it looks, it's just optical. I just got off of the phone with my mother, I told her that I'm on the way. Every time I go and see her, I look at her house.